All right, everybody, welcome to tonight's event. I'm super pumped to have you here. We're here to talk about the Contractor's Profit Plan, the blueprint to profit, to get you guys to really put together a plan that's going to kick the butt over 2019 and set you up for success in 2020. So my name's Andrew Houston. You might be thinking, hey, is this live? Is this is this recorded? What is this thing? Yeah, it's me. I'm here. So I'm looking forward to helping you guys out tonight. So let's just make sure there's no gremlins in the system. You guys could just put in the chat if you can hear me. Maybe just type in where are you dialing in from, right? That would be awesome. So just put in the chat there if you could. That way I know that there's no gremlins in the system. Yeah, we are starting now. It's awesome. Hey, hello, Chris. Nice to have you. Calvin. All right. So it looks like we are good, guys. We've got a great group on tonight. So let's do this. So welcome. We are going to focus in on making sure that you guys get the strategies, get the insights on how to take your business, and I really believe your life to the next level. Now, what you should have received, if you haven't already, is this beautiful, amazing document. This is the Contractor's Blueprint to Profit 100-point strategy. If you guys don't have it, just type it in. This is going to be a document that we're going to be referencing throughout the call. This is filled with strategies and tools, and I call it hacks of ways that you guys can go about putting things into play that you know you're going to get massive results on. Now, with that being said, again, participation is going to be key for this, and I want you guys to get the most out of it. So when I'm asking you guys questions, if you can just respond, that would be great. That helps me, it helps you, it helps the whole audience. So let's do this. Let's talk about our goals today. My goal today is to give you, a process, a proven process, a recipe, almost like a recipe box, whereby we're going to show you step by step exactly the order in which you need to look at your business. Because here's the fact. I got almost no question that everybody on this call, if you're a contractor, a fellow contractor like me, that working hard, that's really not a challenge for you guys. Putting in tons of time is not a challenge for you guys. But getting the results, getting that business to be the business that you want it to be, getting the business to provide the profits, the control, the freedom, the time back, is one of the biggest challenges. So it's not due to, effort. It's due really to a lack of having a clear plan and a blueprint. As a matter of fact, just like building a building. I mean, if you try to build a building without a blueprint, I mean, you know what would happen. I know what would happen. So Gabber says I don't have one. Josh says, what's he got here? I'll say, hey Jeff from Ashley from. Hey, nice to have you here, man. Awesome. From Fort Lauderdale. That's great. We got Josh from Ontario. Wicked, guys. So, look, our goal today is really simple. There's two types of owners of contracting companies that we're going to be focusing on tonight. Number one is going to be contractors that have just gotten into business. Contractors that, when I say just into business, maybe in the last year, maybe last year and a bit. You want to get the foundational pieces. You want to get the insights so that you can start your business off on the right foot, okay? The other group of people is the contractors that have been around for a long time. The contractors that have been in business. I'd love for you guys to type in how many years you've been in business and maybe years of business and, how many team members you've got. Give me a sense of who we got on this call. Because usually contractors that have been around for a while, say for the last 3, 4, 5, 10 years, usually their team sizes are a little bit bigger than people that have just started out in the last year. So tell me a little bit about yourself, all right? This is a great opportunity for me to tailor this to you guys. So I want to get those two types of contractors results. I want to get you guys results to take back control, make more profits, get more freedom, and get this business to give you, what you got into business for in the first place. So without further ado, that's what we're here for. Okay. So guys, type in, where you're at, how many years you've been in business, and that would be awesome. So for those of you that stick around, guys, I believe that people that put in the time should get back, more than those that don't put in the time. And you guys are going to get the ability to get your hands on some tools that are actually being used right now by thousands of contractors, our family members, team players at Prop for Contractors, to make their business run a lot more smoothly. These are proven templates and tools. So we're going to show you guys how to get those. We're going to show you how to, this is an amazing document here. And you can see, I'm just going to share this with you guys. You can see, just make sure that we just don't talk about it. That's the same document, guys. Okay. That's the wall mounted document. Okay. That we will show you. I'll show you how you can get your hands on that. Okay. Later on. These are tools that we use. Okay. There's nothing in here that I'm not sharing with you tonight that is not something that is used real time all the time, because it gives consistent results. We're going to be talking about the importance of getting a dashboard, guys. Like, seriously, so you can get your business not just to be in control, but you know that you're in control of it because you're able to see the things that you need to see when you need to see them in the order you need to see them. We've worked on this for almost over a decade, partnering up with amazing professionals, top-notch accounting firms, more specifically an accounting firm that focuses in on contractors, bookkeeping companies, because I know, guys, it's one of the biggest struggles for us. So if you've struggled with taking back control, if you struggled in 2019, okay, trying to get this business to be better, you've come to the right place. So with that being said, this is all about you guys, me bringing my A game, you guys bringing your A game, and participation is key. So I'm gonna be straight up with you. We got a lot of people on this call, and I'm only going to let those that actually participate and give feedback to stay on this call. Okay. If I'm going to bring my A game, I expect you guys to bring your A game. I want people on this call to give as much as they get, and those are the types of people that I like to help. Okay, my team likes to help. So, with that being said, just type in the chat box, guys. What is one thing? Okay, not 50 things. Try and stay as focused as you can here. What would be one thing that you would want to change going into 2020? Okay, I'm going to keep moving forward. Okay, but I want you to type in what's one thing. I want you to get some focus here. Is it around time? Is it around your team? Is it around your profits or your cash flow? Is it around your marketing, your sales? Is it, is it around, maybe the types of customers that you get? What is one thing that you want to definitely, without question, change, in 2020? Okay. Better processes, Steve says. More profits. Struggle to get clients. Yeah. Mike says, cash flow. Hey, Mike, my man. Welcome, brother. We got some family members here in this call. It's awesome. Yeah. Marketing. What else we got? People want lots of profits. Absolutely. Yeah. Systems. Okay, perfect. You guys have come to the freaking right place. I can tell you that. So I'm going to turn my little video off here. It basically, it helps with the bandwidth and speed of things. So I just don't want to have any hiccups. So to reduce that, I'm just going to turn off my camera. So I'll stay on, but you guys just won't see me. All right. So keep typing in, keep participating, because basically we're tracking you guys. I use what I call the 3-strike rule. If you don't participate when I'm asking you to, then you get a strike. You know how it works in baseball. It's the same thing on here. So that the people that stay on, the people that participate, get the value that they should be getting. All right. So everybody on this call, I'm going to tell you right now, you are not a contractor. This is the first thing that we got to cover off tonight. You are not a contractor. Now, why do I say that? It's because you're a business owner. Look, one of the greatest things that I had to come to realize with, guys, was that the fact that, I came home one night, it was a big freaking aha moment. I'll tell you just a quick little story about me. I had my own automation company. I had a lot of guys working for me, and it was freaking chaos, man. I was all over the place. I was every one of these roles here, okay? But being the business owner, okay? I'm not saying that I want to wear a fancy shirt or what have you, but you can see there's a difference between this transition, okay? I was spending 99% of my time in some form or fashion, hammer and nail, but in my case, as an electrician, pulling my wire, and running the job sites and going like crazy. Okay. But the problem is that I was doing so much of that, and I was almost doing nothing of truly being a business owner. So tonight, guys, you got to understand, like when I came home this one night, it's Friday night, I come home, I'm late for the 100th time, right? I promised my wife how many times I'm going to be home. I promise I'm going to be home. She's got the babysitter. I got a newborn son, and my daughter's only a couple of years old. I come running through the door. It's 7 o'clock at night on a Friday. I mean, it was crazy. The look I got from my wife is a look that I got many, many times, but for some reason, it just really hit me. I was exhausted. I just worked 70, 80 hours a week, and I wasn't making any more progress, man. My bank account was like a bloody roller coaster, most times in the negative. And I just couldn't understand how the hell is it that the more work I get, the less money I have, the more hassles I have, the more time I got to put in. And it just was this vicious cycle. I didn't know what to do, And I had this mindset that if I put in more time, if I worked harder, that I would find the right customers, that I would make profit. I would, see the bank account go up. And that was the complete opposite, okay? I come in, I'm late, I run upstairs, again, 7 o'clock, I'm supposed to be there at 5. Even the babysitter's looking at me like I'm an idiot. I have the shower, I jump in really quickly, and I think part of it was the cold water hitting me. And it just hit me. I was like, I can't keep doing this. And I realized, per this, picture here, guys, that I had to stop being the electrician. I had to stop being the contractor, and I had to start wearing the hat of being a business owner. And that's what we're here for tonight, okay? Now, I didn't only have to realize this. We have got thousands of contractors that we help. Here's Debbie and Joe. They've been in business for like 18 years. These guys sacrificed everything. I mean, Joe being a big family man, and Debbie, being a family, a great mom and wanting to be there for the family. It was the complete opposite. Guys, they were working, again, 80, 90 hours a week. I mean, Joe was like coming home late every night, going in the shop on the weekends. I mean, the weekend didn't mean the weekend. It was just another day of the week, okay? Wasn't able to participate in his kids' sports and things of that nature. And the stress of everything, Debbie attributes to, the breast cancer that she got. And it's really, really sad. But here's the thing. They realized they were on the same call, the same, webinar that you're on right now. And the reality is that they realized that they had to stop thinking with the mindset of being just a contractor and start thinking like a business owner, start actually figuring out and knowing what the order of things were, figuring out, like, knowing, hey, where do I got to start? What's my business look like? Where truly are the holes? Where's the opportunities? Like, it's really difficult, guys. Okay. Like, let's face it. And it was really difficult for them, but in a very short period of time, this is their journey. Like, this is incredible. These guys, were basically in the negative, when we started, and very quickly they were able to not just get in the positive, they were able to, make significant progress. Net profits, when we started with them, were in the negative. Within the first, I think about 3 to 4 months, their profits started to skyrocket because they started to do some simple things. And tonight is not about complexity, okay? Yes, we're going to cover off a lot, okay? That's the reality. Yes, you might feel like you're out of your comfort zone. That's okay. That means you're growing. That means you're getting new information, okay? But they realized that they had to take a different approach. Okay. And that's the thing that I want you guys to understand tonight. Their profits went from negative to 137. Then they went to 494. Like, guys, they've traveled more, right, in the last year or so, than they have in the whole 18 years. So this is about getting insights today, guys, to go from decades to days. Now, I would love to get your input. What of that story, of my story, of Joe and Debbie's story, what if that resonates with you? Type that in. I'd love to find out what of that resonates with you, okay? That's super important, okay? Because I want to let you know you're not alone, okay? So as you're typing that in, let me just tell you this. You are just one strategy, not 50 strategies, okay? Even though we got this amazing tool that has 100 amazing strategies in it, You don't need all 100 strategies, guys. You're just one strategy from moving your business forward. So here's what we're going to be covering off. And again, keep participating, keep putting in your comments, okay? Because again, it's important that everybody understands that, you know, we're here to give and get, okay? There's a balancing act here, not just the take. So there's 3 key secrets that we got to get into, okay? Secret number 1, guys, is delegation mastery. We got to get control of your time. Like, think about how difficult that has been for you, right? I mean, they say that, you know, I think it's a big Greek philosopher said that, you know, and maybe you've heard this, it's one of the resources, and maybe if you've heard this before, that's good. I'm glad if you're hearing things again, because hopefully this is the night that you actually decide to make a change and do something about it, okay? But they say that time is one of the resources that once it's gone, you can't get it back. Like, you know, 10 seconds are gone just in 10 seconds now, and I can't get them back, okay? So make sure you get the most out of this, right? And one of the key secrets is getting control of your time. Okay, taking back control. I'm going to show you guys how to do that tonight. Secret number 2 is we got to dominate your market. Okay, you can't just be waiting for the phone to ring. We got to get in control. We got to take back control, and we got to make sure that we're only dealing with Class A clients, people that are worth your time. And secret number 3 is we got to make sure we deliver profitably, right? If we're landing clients, we've got the time to get clients, and we got this work. We got to make sure that now when our feet hit the field and it's go time, it's game time, that you're doing the work, quoting the work, running the jobs so that every job is profitable, okay? So that's what we're going to get into. So let me see some of the comments here. So let's see. Jason says, doing all the work and not controlling my own time. Yeah, for sure, man. I know how that feels. Sam says, more free time with the family. Yeah, for sure. Like, why do we work so hard, right? We didn't go into business to be a slave to our business, right? We didn't go into business to have our business run us. We went into business to be able to run our business, okay? And yet so many of us, it's the other way around. And it's not because I know you want it that way. It's because you don't have the process. You don't have the system. You don't have the recipe, which is going to be right in front of you here that we're going to go through to be able to make it change, okay? And that's what we got to get done tonight, okay? So you guys can all do this, okay? Like Liam says, you guys can all do this, okay? I'm going to be showing you some of these hacks. I'm going to be showing you some of these strategies that I'm going to say right now. There's nobody on this call that can't do these things. But with that being said, okay? Frederick says, I envy the transition. Frederick, I'm going to let you get rid of that envy because you're going to be able to do the exact same thing, okay? So guys, in front of you is what's called, you're like, what the heck are all these circles, okay? I don't know if you've ever heard of something called a Venn diagram, but whatever. This is a model, okay? Profit for Contractors, we're all about models, about using tools and systems that are easy to apply, okay? So this system is like a recipe. We call it the Contractor's Genius Model. Now, why is it genius? It's genius because it doesn't exist anywhere else, okay? And it's like a recipe. So picture that you're going to build this chocolate cake, okay? Just picture this for a second, guys. Stick with me. So we're going to get this chocolate cake made. It's the best chocolate cake in the world. And guess what do you need for it? Well, you need to find the chef that has the recipe for the best chocolate cake. So you get that. You get that recipe. Get it in your hands. You're like, man, I'm good to go. So the chef even says, man, you can use my shop, okay? And you can use all the ingredients. It's all yours, man. The exact same stuff that I use day in, day out. Here it is. So you get started. You follow the recipe for a bit, just for a bit. Then you decide, oh, I'm going to put the egg in, step number 9 instead of step number 2. Well, guess what? You and I know, even with the same ingredients, you're not going to get the best chocolate cake. This is the same as your contracting company. You're going to get brownies, you're going to get a lump, you're going to get something, but you're not going to get that best chocolate cake. So our job tonight is to show you this recipe for success. Okay, it's proven. Thousands of contractors use it. And I'm going to be referencing some of these contractors. Some of them are on this call tonight, which is amazing. I love you guys, okay? We got to get this business of ours to give us the freedom, to give us the control, to give us the money, okay? It's going to be different freedom for everybody. It's going to be different control for everybody. It's going to be different level of money for everybody, okay? There's no good, there's no bad, okay? But at the end of the day, we've got to scale this business. We cannot have this business be us, okay? Whether you're starting out tonight, whether you've got a big team, and again, I would love to find out, if you haven't typed it in already, how many team players do you guys have? I'd love to see, okay? Don't be shy. If you get one, just type in one. You got 10, you got 100. We got clients that have got 150, almost 200. We got clients that, only have like one, okay? That's okay. It's all good, all right? So it's still the same outcome that we want, okay? So like Melinda's got 50, Chris has got 1, Mark's got 3. Okay, it's okay, guys. These principles apply to every single one of you, okay? And I know you all want to get more freedom, more control, more money, okay? So here we go. We want to get that so that we can live the life that we want to live, okay? We don't want this business to run us and ruin our family and keep that happening, okay? I know none of you guys want that, okay? And I know I'm sounding pretty extreme here, but this is extreme. This is your business. This is it, okay? You don't get, I don't see things as second chances, okay? In the sense of you get to do this all over again. No, this is it, okay? 2019 is done, guys. That's it, 2019. It's over. Game's over, okay? You might get a couple more at bats, but that's it. Game's over. You are going to get an unfair advantage over the competition if you stick with this tonight and you participate. That's what's going to happen tonight, is you're going to get an unfair advantage because you're going to be able to walk away knowing and assessing exactly where your business is at. So here's how this is going to work. I am going to go through this just like a recipe in a very specific order, okay? For the first place that we're going to go through is what's called delegation mastery, right? Secret number 1, we got to get control of your time. The next thing we're going to go through is how to dominate your market, how to get the right clients and freaking get rid of those people. Tell me, type this in, okay? If this hits your heart, hits like a sore spot, like salt on the wound, right? Sick and tired of dealing with people that treat you like a bank, okay? And basically, hold you hostage. And guys, the third area is delivering our product and service consistently, profitably, okay? So I'm going to go through these 3, what I call them accelerators. Right? They accelerate your business in the right direction. 1, 2, 3. There's going to be 3, 4 each. I'm not going to jump over here and jump over there. No, I'm going to go through this like a recipe. I'm going to explain to you why they're in that order, and then we're going to traffic light them, okay? When I say traffic light them, that means that we're going to actually put, right? We're going to put like a traffic light to it, right? The red, the yellow, and the green, okay? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to identify where are the holes, where's the opportunities, and what's working. Do not, please, for your sake, not mine. This is your business we're talking about, not my business. Do not overestimate things. In other words, if you think something, okay, is yellow, don't go and say it's green. It's not going to help you, okay? This is not about pride here tonight, okay? This is about being honest and open with yourself. So when I'm going through these things, your job is to type in whatever the color is. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to start getting an audit of your business so that you know where to start, okay? Hopefully you start getting the hint here, and I'll highlight it, that the first place we're going to talk about is delegation. Right? Okay. So does that sound like a plan, guys? Does that sound like a good strategy for us to do? Or if that sounds like you guys are willing to do that with me, I want you to type in a hell yeah. Okay. Type in a hell yeah. Until I hear, a handful of hell yeahs, I'm not moving forward with this presentation. Okay. So let me see if I can get a couple of hell yeah. Well, Dan says perfect. Okay, good. I guess that works. Rob says yes. Where's my hell yeah? Chris says hell yeah. CJ says, hell yeah. All right, let's rock and roll, okay? Let's do this. Please, by the way, turn off your phones if you can, okay? We only had so much time together tonight. God, guys, please do that. I know it might be tough. Close the door. Do whatever you got to do. Let's get this thing moving forward with focus, okay? Okay, if you're looking at your emails, you're going to miss out, okay? You're going to miss out on things. And because this is a recipe, guess what could happen tonight? You could get a partial recipe. And then take this home, start trying to work on this, and then you miss a piece of it, and then guess what? It's a disaster. So please don't do that, all right? So let's get rocking and rolling. Let's traffic light this sucker. So here we go. The very first place, guys, that we've got to look at is we got to create a blueprint. What do I mean by blueprint? Okay. I want you guys to participate on this. You've got to know what it is you're trying to build. So in the beginning of this call, I asked you, like, what's the one thing? Okay. We got to deal with like small steps. Okay. And what I call this is roughing it. I don't want you to be perfect here. I want you to rough it. I want you to take a guess at things. I want you to do your best effort at what you know. Okay. Because the reality is sometimes we got to start with just that in order to find out what it is that we need to know. Okay? Don't look at perfection. It's going to hold you back. So do your best. So we need to know what our blueprint is so that we know where to put our time. Okay? In delegation mastery, think about this. If you don't know where the hell it is you're going, how in God's name, right? If you don't know what it is you're building, how in God's name could you ever know where to put your time and what you got to do to build it? You just can't. You just can't. And this leads me, right? This leads me, let's just traffic light this sucker right now. If you do not have set goals of what it is that you want to achieve, in 1 year from now, okay? If I ask you to show me, physically, show me what your goals are in 1 year from now, as far as profit and sales, as far as your time, I mean, you're in the red, okay? Because you're aimlessly trying to build something that you don't even know what it is you're trying to build. And imagine this. Your team can't help you get there, guys, if they don't know what it is that you're trying to build, okay? So you're red if you don't have this, okay? If you don't have a vision of even a 1 year, let alone a 3 year, okay? If you don't even have clarity of a game plan for the next 90 days, okay? Which is in the contractors, in the 100-point strategies, okay? Profit strategies. And we're going to touch on that tonight. Then you're red, okay? You're yellow if you sort of got an idea, maybe it's in your head, but it's not on paper, it's not defined. And you're green if, man, you got this thing nailed. You got a 90-day plan, okay? That looks like mine, okay? That I shared with you just, at the beginning of this, so you guys can see me again. If you got a plan that looks like that, and you've got it all laid out step by step by step, all right, perfect, man, you're green, okay? So are you red, are you yellow, are you green? Type that in right now. What color are you right now? Jeff says, I'm yellow. Steve says, red, red, red. And by the way, it's okay to be red. It's okay to be yellow. What's not okay is you're saying it's green when really you're yellow or red, or you're saying you're yellow and you're actually red, okay? So, beautiful. Okay, so right now what I want you guys to do is I want you to just type in how much sales, right? Just really quickly, how much sales and how much profit, rough it, do you want to make in 2020? Just type that in. How much profit and how much sales, okay? Notice I said first. What did I say first? I didn't say sales. I said how much profit, okay? How much profit, how much sales do you want to make in 2020? I want you guys to start typing that in. Now, why am I getting you to type it in? Guys, again, I'm not writing this down. I'm getting you to write it down so that you can start taking instantly. If Jamie, right, and Chris, if you had not typed this down before, you already started moving up a notch in tonight, like right now, okay? We've only been on this thing for like less than 30 minutes, all right? So Simon says 1 million sales, okay? Solomon says 1 million sales. Solomon, dude, I can't let you get away with that. You cannot just put in sales. Guys, sales is the curse without profit. How many of you guys in 2019 did sales and didn't make a profit or make the profit you wanted? Probably most people on this call, okay? So we got to start with profit as much as you can, backed by sales, okay? Otherwise, you're not looking at it through the eyes of a business owner. You're looking through the eyes of a fellow contractor. How many contractors, when I was in, running my own contracting company before I systemized it, had my biggest competitor come by and buy it off me because it was running so well and he couldn't figure it out, right? And hence I, started this Profit for Contractors, and hence I'm helping you guys. But I mean, how many people told me back then of, oh man, I'm making this much sales? Like, we're programmed, right? That sales is success. Sales is not success. Profit is success, backed by sales, okay? So there's your first principle, okay? So we got lots of reds, lots of yellows. I love this. Okay, so Frederick says $750,000 in sales, 25% profit, good man. Cleveland says $50,000 in profit, and looks like we got $1 million. Is that right? I think it looks like $1 million. It's pretty small on my end, but maybe it's 10 million. Okay, love it, guys. Okay, Balaz. Okay, you put 1.2 mil, dude. You got to type in some profit there. Okay, let's get that rock and roll. Okay, so guys, let's keep moving. Next in delegation mastery. Now that we've got a blueprint, now you started this process, this journey of a vision. We got to steal back your time, guys. Look, here's the reality. Okay, here's the reality of this. Your cash flow follows your profits. I'll say that again, right? Your calendar, right? Your cash flow and your profits follow your calendar. What the hell do I mean by that? What do I mean by that is that if you as the CEO, the owner of the company, no matter whether you got one person on this as a team member or 50 or 100, your time is the most valuable. If you're not defaulting your time like this calendar here, okay, our clients do this. If you're not defaulting your calendar, I'm going to tell you right now, and you're not willing to default your calendar, you're crazy. Okay, honestly, if you're not willing to do that and buy into that idea, you probably should get off this call. Okay, because if you can't do or be willing to take the simple strategies to default your time in your calendar based upon your roles and responsibilities, where you're most valuable, then guess what? You're not going to have the time to do anything else I talk about tonight. Okay, and you're crazy. Okay, you're crazy, guys, because this is the stuff that works. Okay, so based upon the value that you put your time in on your calendar, based upon what you do, when you do it, is going to directly determine what you get as far as your cash flow and your profits. You got 52 weeks in the year in 2020. Either every one of those weeks is going to maximize, profit and progress you to profit, or it's going to put you in the freaking bankruptcy. Okay, or it's going to make you have a profitable week, non-profitable week, right? And the cycle goes on and on and on. You get to the end of the year, like maybe you are now, and you're dreading going to see the accountant, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Next, okay, we got to look at, okay, so well, actually let's traffic light that sucker. So stealing back your time, guys. Are you red? Are you yellow? Are you green? Do you default your time? Do you? If you look back at last week, is it default? Can you tell me where did you spend your time? Okay, now. You're red if you don't have that. You're yellow if you've got a bit of that, guys, maybe in your head, and you're green if you got it nailed like how we've got it laid out here. We get our clients. We have templates and tools, simple things that within a week, they're already defaulting their time, okay? As a matter of fact, let's get into that. The next area we got to talk about is harnessing and finding great talent, okay, guys? You got to, first of all, focus in on harnessing the talent you have, right? You can't delegate if you don't manage your own time. And if you are managing your own time, you've got to have the right systems to delegate. You've got to have the right systems to find people. You got to have the right systems to run your business like a business owner from a time perspective. One of the key ones we work on with our clients is called the top 5 money making meetings. That's, by the way, guys, that's in the sheet, okay, under the 100 strategies, right? We're not going to go through all 100, but I'm going to give you like some of the hot ones, just a few of them, okay? There's dozens of them and dozens of them in there. But guys, you got to have what I call the top 5 money-making meetings, okay? You've got to have structure around what the agenda is every single Monday so that you're setting your team up every week for success. I mean, if you don't, right, you're not going to get the progress that you want because every week is going to be a struggle. It's going to be chaos. These guys here, right, Scott, Dean Lane, contractors, I mean, these guys saved at least, he's measured this, by the way. You know that dashboard I showed you a glimpse of? We'll touch on later on. They measured this, right? 3.4% increase on their bottom line, resulting in hundreds of thousands of dollars of savings. So guys, if you're a smaller contractor, whether it's 100,000, whether it's 10,000, whether it's $1,000 a week, guys, you've got to do this, okay? And when it comes to finding and attracting great talent, I'm going to tell you right now that it's a bloody myth, okay? I hear it all the time, and listen, you might want to go strangle me when I say this. That there is a ton of A-grade people in your area, guys, okay? And I'm going to tell you in a nutshell why, okay? In just a second, so stick with me. So the first thing, guys, that we got to look at is you gotta throw the net wide, okay? You gotta know where to look for these people. If you go fishing and your life depends on catching fish and you don't know where the fish are and you're only fishing in one little hole and there's no fish, man, you're gonna die, right? You're gonna die. You're never gonna catch any fish, right? You gotta put enough lines out in the water and you gotta know where those lines gotta go. You gotta know how to attract the right people, guys. And you got to do that by making sure you got a hiring process like this, okay? So simple application form. Guys, you can get this in your hand, right? Within days, you can get something like this into your hand. You can apply it immediately. You put your logo on it. Somebody comes in. Okay, again, I'm going to come back to how you get these, how do you attract these guys in just a second, okay? And now you got a system, okay? How many guys on this call, okay, have hired people, okay? Whether it's a husband, wife team or whatever, how many of you on this call have hired somebody that was a dud? Think about how much they cost you. How much did they cost you? Maybe losing clients, losing profits, losing some of your best employees because nobody wants to work with them. You got to make sure that you got a hiring process, okay? Like, here we go. Heather and Jevin, they were able to let go of a problem employee, actually multiple, able to hire new ones, able to get Jevin off the tools and get him to start being a business owner, okay? So here's the little tip. There's tons of A players out there. Why? How many of you guys are on this call? Okay, hundreds and hundreds of people, okay? Hundreds of people, okay, have wanted to get on this call. Now, we've got a limited number of spots that are on this call, but seriously, we had over 700 people wanting to get onto this call, okay? 700, okay? There's tens of thousands of contractors out there that need the help, that want the help, but here's the reality. If you think about how many contractors in your area are actually running their business in a systemized way, that they're in control, they're not in chaos. How many? Not that many, man. Probably 80% of the contractors in your area are in the same level of chaos or some form of chaos as you. Why? Because they've never been given the tools or the insights as much as they want them to run a business, to become a business owner. So what's that mean? What's that got to anything to do with this? Well, at one point, you guys probably all worked for somebody. I know I did. Well, I quit like at least 4 jobs. At least 4 jobs. Now, I enjoyed my trade, but I quit those places because the bloody owner didn't know what they were doing. The place was chaotic. So guys, when you can get your business to have the right culture, the right control, right? People, A players are attracted to that, okay? So there are so many A players out there that are frustrated, okay? They're pissed off just like you used to be when you were working for somebody. And they want to work for a company that's organized, okay? They don't want to show up on freaking job sites and there's no material. They don't want to see this business owner stressed out all the time, disorganized, right? There's no structured meetings, right? Guys, we've got to get this nailed. So as far as harnessing talent, okay? Are you red? Are you yellow? Are you green? If you're really struggling, our clients within 3 months, okay? Even less than that, okay? Like they're instantly getting their hiring process changed like right away. Within 3 months, here's the thing. They're getting people that come to them, to line up, okay, to work for them. Why? Because A players attract A players. Well, guess what else? D players attract D players, okay? So once you start building an environment, an A-grade environment, and we start treating the A players the way they should be treated, guess what they do? They start attracting other A players. And when we put the message out there and talk that language, you attract more of the right type of people, okay? And A players will push out D players. So are you red? Are you yellow? Are you green? Type that in right now, guys. Are you red? Are you yellow? Are you green? What do we got? When it comes to a hiring process, where are you, okay? You see, if you don't get control of your time, guys, you're going to consistently lose control, okay? If you don't deliver your jobs properly, you're going to might as well get a 9-to-5 job, right? Because you're going to go out of business if you're not profitable. If you don't dominate your market, you're going to always compete on price, okay? So look at, like, here's a prime example. Look at these comments, okay? So out of how many of you guys, and the answers are still coming in, how many are green? There's like only one person, 2 people out of like 15, 20, 30 people. So my little theory there, guess what, has been just proven right now, okay? Right now, okay? Because if you don't have a system to attract A players, then you have some form of chaos going on in your business, guys, because you're probably overworked, right? Guys are stressed out. You can't find players. You can't get jobs done on time. Like, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. If you are overall, right now, in delegation mastery, in a red or a yellow, if you aren't willing with the tools, with the systems, with the software that's out there, free tools to track your guys, free tools like Trello that we get our clients pre-done checklists for them to start a job, run a job, finish a job. We'll get into that in a second. If you don't have the free software out there, the Google, it's free, guys. For the most part, a ton of it is free. If you're not willing to implement that stuff, okay, and get control of your time, honestly, get off this call. Get off this call because you're not ready to have a better 2020. Okay, that's it. End of story. If you're not willing to do these simple things that literally get handed to you, here you go. Here's the template. Put your logo on it. Here you go. Here's the checklist. There you go. Then guess what? You're not ready for it. Okay, and I'm serious because you'd probably be better. Okay, if you want to stay as a one-man show, all right, that's up to you. That's your call. Okay, if you want to stay where you're at, that's up to you. But if you don't have the right systems in place to hire, find, attract, to steal back your time, to create a blueprint, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be in chaos. Your team's going to be in chaos. Your clients are going to experience chaos, and it's going to go round and round, and your suppliers, anybody that comes in touch with your business. And the worst part is your life personally is going to be in chaos. Okay? Just like mine was when I walked through that door at 7 o'clock, again for the 100th time when I should have been there at 5. All right? So guys, if you're into this, okay, if you're into making this happen, here's what I want to say to you. Debbie and Joe, okay, just like Dean, okay, just like, just like myself, just like Debbie and Joe, just like hundreds of other contractors, here's what it is. Those contractors showed up to this call. And guess what? When they were offered something for free, okay, when they were offered something to change this, okay, and basically take this assessment, take this, these checklists of when it comes to your time and your team. Okay, guys, like honest to God, let's just take a little snapshot of this, right? Seriously, let's look at this. Like literally, okay? Hundreds of strategies, right? Simple strategies, okay? Do you have the technology and the means to check in with your crews? Guys, if you're not using free software and willing to be open to that, honestly, just on that one alone, seriously, you should get off the call, right? Do you currently run employee evaluations? Okay? Do you have personal and business goals set for the next year? I mean, guys, this is the stuff we've been covering off already, okay? But there's like another, 97 of them, okay? Specific to time and team. You got to get this, guys, all right? So we offer up, this is tonight, because I freaking really do care for you guys. Everybody here at Profit Contractors does. We do what's called a calibration call. If you guys are interested in that calibration call, what it does is that it's like a 15-minute chat. We reflect on what your colors have been on here. Maybe this one was a little bit yellow. Maybe this one here is a little bit yellow. This one's red. Well, then guess what? We're going to focus in on the red one. If this one's red, that's where we're going to start. Because guess what? What happens is that one red or one yellow feeds usually the next and the next and the next. Okay? And it makes this overall area of, say, delegation mastery not where you want it to be. All right? So if you guys are interested in that, okay, in the calibration call, I share with you guys with it right now, then you can, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to limit it to the first, specific to this delegation master, and limit it to the first 10 people because we've only got so much. This is like one-on-one with you guys. Then I'm sorry, you're going to miss out. Okay, so let me see here. So I'm going to pull this up. Publish. Okay, I'm going to come back to the community one in just a second. Okay, guys, that was posted up there when you guys first joined. All right. So if you want to schedule that, I'll leave that up for maybe 15 seconds. I'm going to move into the next one, and then I'll come back and remove that once we're filled up. Okay. So we'll go with that right now. So next, guys, we got to go into secret number 2. We got to dominate your market, guys. You've got to make sure that you're able to differentiate yourself. Okay. Differentiating yourself, saying that you're lower in price is the worst freaking differentiator. You've got to know how to differentiate yourself. You've got to make sure that you've got a good presence online. And by the way, guys, doing this doesn't cost you anything, okay? There's simple ways of doing it. Whether or not somebody's rating is accurate or not online, the brutal reality is that the perception that is given online tends to be the reality that's in the minds of your prospects. Okay, so if you went online right now and you're not got a 5-star rating online, I'm going to tell you right now, your competition is eating your lunch. Okay, if they got a 5-star and you got a 3-star, you don't have a no star, they're eating your lunch, because if they're being helped by us, or by, they're helping themselves and they're using this as a marketing strategy, guys, nobody is going to hire somebody that's a 3-star versus a 5-star. Okay. That's just the reality. It's just the reality of it. Okay. So we got to make sure we differentiate ourselves. We got to use tools and templates, simple tools and templates within 5 or 10 minutes, where you're able to identify what is unique of you versus your competition. And one of the key ones you want to look at is a guarantee. Okay. A guarantee is so powerful. The reality is that, a very small percentage of people will execute on a guarantee, but yet your conversion rate of how much more sales you get from that is exponential. Simple little strategies, guys, like a little template that we give our contractors, right, our PFC family members, whereby they've got these links that, where a prospect can go on, can look at a checklist of things that they need to consider in picking the right contractor. And guess who is, the only contractor that has all those boxes in the ability of getting them checked off? Who's the only person that can do that? Well, it's in this case, it's Mark, right? They increased their profits, guys, by 23%, and they doubled their quote to win ratio by using this, okay? Not just online, in front of the client, simple things that they can just print off and use, guys, simple stuff. So you got to differentiate yourself, okay? All right, and what I'm going to do, just for sake of time, I'm going to sort of do an overall, so think to yourself, are you red, are you yellow, are you green right now, differentiating yourself, okay? Just think briefly, I'll come back to that in a second, and then we're just going to rate it overall, okay? So when we're looking at this, dominating your market, the next thing that we got to look at is you got to filter fast. If you're able to attract the right clients, guys, beyond just price, okay? And your team's able to do that, right? Through proven sales process. Simple, proven processes, right? Sales processes in this case. You've got to be able to filter fast. You got to be able to have simple templates like this to know how to rate your clients, okay? To know how to score them beyond just profits and cash flow, but in so many other areas. Maybe it's in this case, right? Repeat business, the energy to work with them, how many referrals did they give you, and on and on. If you don't have something like this, guys, you're going to allow Class D clients. So I look at clients like Class A, they're awesome. Class A, they're awesome. Class B, they're basic. Okay, that means they're okay. Class C are guys you can't deal with, right? Guys that are just so difficult, you can never please them. And then Class D are deadbeats. They're the guys that use you as a bank, right? Rip you off, right? If you get a Class C or D into your business, it's like a virus, guys, and you can't get it out. So you got to have systems to do what? You got to have systems to not let them in. And you also got to have systems that recognizes the Class A's. How many times do we spend time with Class C's and D's? These can't deal with and deadbeat clients. And it takes all this energy and focus away from Class A clients, let alone Class A prospects. Guys, simple. Okay, here's Ron, right? Ron's been in business for over, I think, 22 years now, okay? Around I think it was around about the 20-year mark, right? He came onto this, and, in a very short period of time, guys, he was able to get 15 hours a week back. He increased his profits by 18%. Why? Because it only takes 1 or 2 bad clients, guys, to suck the life out of you, to suck the freaking cash flow out of you, to suck the profits out of you, okay? You do not want, non-profitable clients to be paid by or covered by profitable clients, right? But how many times does that happen, right? And then you got to deal with them. And once the time is gone, once the money is gone, it's gone. So guys, you got to filter fast. So do you have a system to filter fast? Are you red? Are you yellow? Are you green? Again, we're going to do a little summary on this in just a second. Next, guys, you've gotten the right person to deal with. You've got this Class A client because you attracted them through value, through differentiating yourself. Now you got to go quote the job. Guys, it gets scary here. So stick with me, okay? I'm going to go through something right now, and you got to be brutally honest. This is probably one of the most important ones. They're all critically important, but this one is like, I see this, it's so sad, is quoting a job, okay? You go through all of this process, and you quote a job, and you didn't know that you quoted it below the amount that you should be quoting at, and net, you're quoting not profitably, okay? You need to know what's called your break-even margin. We have a tool that you guys can get your hands on called the Pricing for Profits Calculator. It's simple, okay? Simple steps, okay? And what it does is it allows you guys to have what's called, this sort of like a cheat sheet, right? This is like a cheat sheet which allows you and your team. We have it digital, we have it like this, so it's simple, right? If you got a person in the office quoting, you want to have them have this up on the wall. Why? Because we want to be able to define what is the red zone of do not quote this type of work this way, right? And the reality is, different types of work that you do, if you're doing commercial versus service, the break-even margin, guys, is the amount of margin that you've got to put on the jobs to cover your overhead expenses, okay? If you don't know what that is right now, guys, I'm going to tell you right in this moment, that whole area, okay, of making sure that we're dominating the market, it is red, guaranteed. If you get just that one red, it's red. Because if you price not profitably, no matter how well the guys perform out in the field, you're already lost the game. It's like walking on the field and it's like, 10-0 against you. And you're like, what the hell? The game hasn't even started. And you're like, oh, well, I'm screwed, right? So you need to know the red zone, the yellow zone, and definitely, this is the most important, the green zone. Here's John, okay? There's John Sr., John Jr., 30-year-old company, okay? Imagine this. They've been told by their bookkeeper to put 33 points on, okay? Put 33 points on, you're going to make some profit. You know what the reality was? She based that upon what the industry average was. How much bullshit is that? Every one of you guys is located maybe subtly different than the other person or majorly different. Every one of you guys has different overhead expenses, i.e. overhead expenses like whether it's the hydro or how many trucks you have or whatever those fixed expenses are that you got to pay whether or not you get a sale or not. You cannot be sitting with fellow contractors or other people and go, hey man, this is what the industry pays. This is what you got to charge. Bull. That is crazy. That puts so many contractors out of business. So you've got to know your break-even margin, guys. You've got to be willing to learn a bit of math, okay? Like this is just, no offense. I'm not trying to make anybody feel stupid here. But 90% of what you need to know is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, okay? I'm not joking. My son is 15. You probably saw the video of my son, okay? It was crazy. He did a lemonade stand just yesterday, okay? And I asked him, I said, so Mikey, with the blueprint. So Mikey, what's the purpose of your business here? Well, Dad, it's to sell lemonade profitably. That's pretty smart, right? 15 years old. He was able to calculate his break-even margin. He knew how many lemonades he had to sell to cover his expenses. He's 15. Guys, there's no reason you can't learn this. You can learn this like in no time at all. On a quick little chat, guys, you can learn the formula for this so that come 2020, or even if you're going to quote a job before the end of the year, you can make sure you're quoting profitably, okay? So are you red, are you yellow, are you green when it comes to dominating your market, guys, as a whole? Type that in right now. If you're not willing to learn some basic math, if you're not willing to use templates that are done for you, if you're not willing to differentiate yourself and learn, simple sales processes, then honestly, again, get off the call, okay? So I just realized I didn't remove the calibration call. Okay, for that. If you've already gotten into the calibration call, delegation mastery, the good part is my team's able to live one-on-one give you insights on the other two areas. Okay, so think about it. Okay, guys, I know the other spots were already gone on the previous one. So these are spots that are going to be open. When we talk about dominating your market, we've opened up some spots for that. If you guys would like to see that, let me know if that's something you're interested in. If you guys are interested in seeing that, type in hell yeah. Let's see if you guys are interested in that. Kurt says dominate market as a whole. Red quoting just coming into yellow. James says woo, got it. Chris says yellow. Marilyn red. Like guys, so here it is. Don't feel bad about this, right? Solomon, you're almost green. Awesome, dude. Rich, it says, I'm yellow. Guys, think about how much opportunity there is in 2020 to turn reds into yellows into greens. And we're not even finished yet, okay? Not even finished yet. And again, okay, I'm going to put this up. You guys are good? Yeah, everybody says, hell yeah, freaking right. I love it, okay? Love having people. Now, we did kick off a couple of people that weren't participating. Hey, man, I think that's great. That gives you guys more time, more attention. So let me take a look here. Offers, yeah, here we go. I'm going to do that. Put this up. There you go. All right, guys. So let's get, we're going to drill down, get clear on the next steps that you need for dominating your market. All right, guys. So I'll put that up. I'll go into the next one. Let's keep cranking away here. Okay. So when we're looking at this, guys, we got to focus in on secret number 3. Secret number 3, okay, is so freaking important. Okay. We have to deliver profitably, right? We've done all this work, man. We've tried to manage our time, but in the future in 2020, if you guys are getting on that, the complimentary insight calibration call, you're going to get insights to know exactly what you got to do. So just picture this. So you've put the time in. Your team's put the time in, right? You've filtered out. You've had to deal with these freaking phone calls, these emails, these texts. You've had to communicate back and forth, right? You've had to put together the quote. I mean, how many hours do you put time in on the quoting, okay? Like, think about this. I mean, Joe and Debbie, just to let you know, and I'm just using them as examples, guys, because we only got so much time. Okay, they save 20 hours a week, okay, by filtering out Class D clients that Joe didn't even realize after we assessed it. There was a whole ton of people that were asking him for quotes that were giving him almost zero work. So guess what we did? We fired them. Well, look at the domino effect. Well, he was able to quote profitably. So the jobs he landed, he made money. He's able to filter fast, so he got back 20 hours a week. Well, he's able to get 20 hours a week back. He's able to create a sales process. And with that 20 hours a week, he was able to really get focused in on managing his time and managing his team. I mean, that was just one strategy. Remember we said at the beginning, you're just one strategy away. I'm not joking, guys. Okay, I'm not joking one iota, okay? But all that being said, if you do all of that and you don't run your jobs profitably, you're screwed. People don't understand. Look, changing your contracting business is easy. I swear to God, it is easy. But you got to be willing to go through the steps long enough, right? Consistently enough in the right order to get the results you want, which sometimes is not easy. So that's where it comes to people being focused and dedicated. So look at this. Delegation, right? Dominating. Now we got to talk about delivering profitably. The very first accelerator, guys, is you got to create on and off site systems. Wait till you see this, okay? Look at these guys. $10,000 a month, guys, that they were leaking in profits in just this space, okay? We use what's called the job site cheat sheet. You're like, what? What is it? What do you mean job site cheat sheet? Guys, a cheat sheet. Watch. Clickety-click, Barbara click. You check off the boxes, right? You're going to be able to, those that have gotten into the calibration call, you're going to be able to look at this, right, with our experts that have been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of contractors and go, all right, man, how you doing on the pre-start? How you doing on the run? How you doing on the finish? What do you mean, how am I doing? Oh, in these specific areas. So we can identify where are the holes, okay? This is from an actual contractor, guys, that had one of those calibration calls. And guess what? He thought, oh, man, I got to focus in on finishing. No. After going through this, after just this took I think 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? Look at this. 2 out of 10. That means every job that started, right, before the job started was already set up for disaster. Guys, you've got to do this. And again, it's not difficult because this tells you exactly what you got to do and where are the holes. So you've got to automate things. These are done for you, guys. And I'm not going to take all the credit here. My teams help create them. The hundreds and hundreds of clients we've had have taken these things to the next level. This is called Trello. Write this down. I'm giving this to you. This is gold, okay? Absolute gold. Free checklist system, okay? Now, you got to go and create the templates and things like that. And if you're sure you do, yeah, absolutely. But, in this case, for our clients, we got plumbing, we got electrical, we got carpentry, we got sheet metal, man, we got insulation. I can just go on and on and on. I don't give a crap what kind of trade you're in, okay? I don't care if you're doing plumbing, sheet metal, and heating, okay? Which this client did, okay? But it still applies. Your guys have got to do checklists, guys. You got to have checklists, simple checklists, okay? Simple checklists that when they're out there, they know exactly what they got to do. Your team wants this stuff. Your A players want this, Okay. And the B players that want to become A players, they want this too. Okay. But I'll tell you what, the guys that'll balk at this are the C's and D's, because you know why? You guys know it. You're going to hear it. They don't want to be held accountable. The A's and the A players love to be measured because they want people to know they're performing. You did. I did when we worked for other people. Okay. So when it comes to this systemization, okay, you've got to get this nailed, guys. Just take this into perspective. You guys ready for this? Imagine these guys, okay, and they're okay with me sharing this. All of our clients give us the permission, and if they're not comfortable, it's totally cool too, okay? But these guys said, yeah, man, you got to share this. Get ready. Their net profit, guys, okay, their net profit wasn't even close to 10%. But let's just, for grins tonight, say that it was, okay? Their net profit. That means the bottom line percentage they make on the sales that comes in is 10%, okay? Right? You with me? I need you to help me with some math here tonight, okay? Here we go, everybody. Tell me right now if we had, right? So I'm going to go put this on the board. You guys might not be able to see it, but I'm just going to put it on this board here. If we had 10% net profit, so 10% net profit, and we are losing $10,000 a month, okay, in the red, right? Big time in the red. How much sales would we need, guys, just to cover the $10,000 loss in that month? How much sales would we need? Net profit is 10%. We're losing $10,000 a month. Okay. How much sales would we need? Let's see who can get it first. Who can get it first? Okay. Here we go. $10,000. Yes. I think Jamie, okay? Chris, you guys got it. Freaking right. You guys got it. $100,000. And here's the freaking killer, guys. No filler. They had to get $100,000 in extra sales, and they made zero in profit because that work had to pay for just the loss in $10,000. Okay? So, guys, the $10,000 doesn't have a loss in $10,000 doesn't have to come from like one job, okay? And I'm not saying you're losing 10,000, but even if it's 1,000, even if it's 500, it all adds up. 500 here, 1,000 there. You know, this guy didn't show up. This guy forgot that. Right? We got a change order that we didn't invoice, we didn't bill. Like, guys, this is crazy. Could you imagine how in God's name could they ever get ahead having to get $100,000 worth of work just to pay for that debt? That's crazy. Right? That's craziness, okay? And it's craziness if you're not wanting to change that. So, I don't want to put systems in place. Yeah, I don't want to, do that checklist, Andrew. I think I know what I got to do. I'm sort of like a yellow, you're nuts. Again, you should get off this call. If you're not willing to do simple things like this, okay? If you're not willing to audit your business, if you're not willing to put these things in place that are handed to you, okay, for free, okay? And in a lot of cases, our clients take the already done templates, they take them, they apply them, their guys got them, it's on the phone, back to using technology. If you're not willing to do that, oh my God, that's just insanity, right? Right? Insanity. So think about this. Are you red, are you yellow, or are you green when it comes to this, okay? And again, you can type that in individually, but I'm going to summarize it at the end, okay? Next. Guys, I got some candy coming up here in just a second, okay? Killer dashboard that I want to share with you guys, which is huge. Doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, so stick with me. Next, you got to predict your profits and your cash flow. Guys, how many of you guys have struggled at some point in 2019, if not the whole year, with this roller coaster ride of cash flow? Going up and down, bank account, never going where you want it to go. Not really understanding why is it high, why is it low, okay? Well, guys, it's because you don't have a system, okay? I say this over and over. Go from decades to days, okay? This took decades for me and my team to create this stuff, okay? I'm going to show you this in a second. This takes decades to create. I hate to tell you, okay? To find the right professionals to gather the data, find bookkeepers that actually know what the hell they're doing, that put things properly on the right P&L, okay, that know how to create systems so that, guess what, you guys don't have to do the heavy lifting. Look it, You do not want to have to type in all this data. That's not your job. That's not being a business owner. Your job is to be that champion CEO, to take the business to the next level, to lead your team, to lead yourself, to lead your life, okay? And if you don't have the right bookkeeping company, the right accounting company, and we've worked with these experts to design this stuff so that at a glance, guys, you can look at this stuff and make decisions instead of, hey, Mary, or hey, Andrew, I got this 18-page or 10-page or 7-page P&L statement for you to look at. Well, what the heck am I going to do with that? I mean, I know how to look at that, guys. Why would we spend hours looking at that when we can look at a dashboard just like a car? I mean, did you get the work without driving a vehicle? I doubt it. Well, you wouldn't drive your vehicle, right, without a dashboard. So why would you drive your business with a dashboard? I mean, would you let your kids and your wife or your husband on the plane? Type this in, okay? A question for you. Would you allow your family to go onto a plane if the pilot couldn't read the dashboard? Okay? Yeah. Would you? Yeah, I know some people might say, hey man, I want to put my spouse on the plane with the pilot that can't read the dashboard. Okay, that's a little bit funny here. Okay, no, you wouldn't. Okay, so look, guys, tonight there's a lot of reds, there's a lot of yellows. It's okay, but if you stuck around this far, guys, you got to stick with it, because look, if you're not going to change these things, if you think that you're going to try and figure this stuff out on your own, have at her. Okay, I'm going to show you a way in just a little second. I'll show you more details on how you can turn these things from reds and yellows to greens, okay? Like, guys, this can happen, okay? Like, guys, this is just yesterday, right? Like, look at this. Good day, guys. Like, this is him posting this on the group. Like, imagine this in 2017, right? From 2017, 2018, right? So 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019. Look at this. This is a 35-year-old business, guys. His dad owned this business. He's taking this over from his dad. He's gone from 2 million to 2.8, from 28% to 55% gross profit, from only making 10K net to now making 468K net. This is not me typing. This is him. This is Gay10. Awesome, awesome guy. And here's the best part, right? Oh, by the way, gang, right? Oh, let me just move that back. He says, oh, by the way, gang, right? We did it with the same staff size and even reduced our cost of goods by 10%. I mean, like, how's that possible? How's that possible? Because he was willing to face himself in the mirror and say to himself, I need to be a champion CEO. I need to stop being a contractor, and I need to start doing things that move my business towards being a champion CEO. Okay? So, guys, look at this. I got a question for you. Okay? Okay, you don't have to answer it right now, but how many of you guys are feeling a bit overwhelmed, right? We covered off quite a bit, okay? And when you think about it, when you think about what we covered off, we didn't even cover off all the strategies in here. We covered off just some of the key ones. Like, think about this from a profit and cash flow perspective. Like, could you do this, right? Have a system in place for collecting your cash flow. Yes, I showed you that system. Could you have a system, guys, to make sure that you set targets for your gross profit and your net profit percentages? Could you? Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Okay. Could you have systems, right? Do you have an accounts receivable whiteboard up for your team to be seen? Do you? Most don't. Okay. And that doesn't even cover off some of the quick hacks, guys. Look at on the time and team side, utilizing your Google Calendar, okay, under time and team, right? Making sure you're screening your calls. Guys, this is gold, okay? It took me a long time to come up with this one, but this works killer. Screen your calls, guys. So when somebody sends you a text message, your guys are like sending text messages to you. They've got to prioritize it. 1 is very urgent. You got to pick it up. 2 being you got to call back. And 3, hey, you can call the next day or next week. It's not urgent. Just that alone takes the average team members' time, okay? Clients' time from like 40, 50 texts down to like 80% less text, because the guys are now being held accountable and there's a system in place. I mean, how quick could you implement that? Huge, guys. Marketing and sales, right? Use 5x5 rule for posting signage. I mean, are you putting the signage, simple signage, in the right place at the right time so that people can actually, give you their money, right? Do you have a system for following up with past clients? Do you have a referral system? Guys, this is easy stuff. And it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars for you guys, okay? In a blend. So, you're not alone if you're feeling overwhelmed, okay? Is it okay with you guys? Type it in. Yeah, type it in. Sam says, damn telemarketers. Yeah, damn telemarketers, absolutely. But guess what, Sam? If you're doing a job, right? You're doing a job and your guys are not properly putting the signs where they're supposed to go. And your guys are doing a great job. You put in all this effort. I mean, isn't that ridiculous, right? If your team members aren't going to the job site, saying to Mr. or Mrs. Jones, hey, we're going to leave your place cleaner than how we came in. By the way, there's this feedback form for you to fill out so that we can become better. And by the way, they're rating your team members. Who's the best person to rate your team members? Your clients. Oh, by the way, would it be okay if you gave us a referral or a testimonial? I mean, guys, how many jobs do you do in a week, in a month, in a year? Are you really leveraging getting your clients to sell for you, getting your team members to sell for you? Guys, it doesn't cost you anything to do most of this kind of stuff, okay? So here we go. If you guys are interested, would you be interested in me sharing with you a special offer I want to share with you guys today? I give you guys like 10, maybe 5 seconds to let me know if that's something you're interested in, okay? Is there something that you'd be interested in looking at? Solomon says, yeah, for sure, okay? I'm going to wait for a few more. Are you guys okay if I share with you a special offer to make your 2020 freaking killer, man? Absolutely killer. Without question, guaranteed. Yes, absolutely, guys. After all that I'm sharing with you, this stuff isn't bullshit. This is the real deal, okay? Okay, and I'm happy that you're interested in this, okay? So let's see. It's not for everybody. Here we go. So what we did cover off, okay, tonight was, that calibration call, okay? Aaron Hahn has benefited from this. Hundreds of others have benefited from it. Look at, this week has been amazing. I'm truly learning how to be a leader and CEO running my business. Never really thought of myself as an entrepreneur. Even though when I look back through my life, I totally am. I'm realizing that this is my strength. Guys, this is from like short little chats. Working on making sure we're quoting profitably and using our break-even margin today. The last 2 laser focus sessions, has been mind-blowing. Like, guys, this is 30 years in business, and these are smart people, okay? We talked about Rick and Dave, okay? We talked about Mark, okay? Guys, the calibration call is going to be absolutely killer. And here's one of the best things about this, okay? This plan, okay, guys, this 90-day profits and momentum plan is meant to take the stuff. Now that we've audited your company, we can, this is just the calibration call, guys. This isn't actually the offer I'm about to talk about. This is all like complimentary for you sticking around. It allows you to take that, and let me do my own screen share here. And you might think like, what? Does Andrew actually use this stuff? Guys, yes, I do. You notice that looks pretty similar, right? Yep. It's the same bloody thing. Okay, simple. How much does sticky notes cost? I don't know. Pretty cheap, I think, right? How much money does that make the contractors that's part of PFC? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why? They are focused. Their team is focused. They know what they got to do week on week. And guess what? They can't turn it off. Love it. They can't complain, oh man, it's technology. No, it's paper, okay? Now, it does come with a digital version, okay? But guys, there's so much to be said about, take a look at this. There's so much to be said about tactile, okay? We're tradies. We deal with our fingers tactically, okay? We deal with colors. We deal with things that we want to have right in front of us. Guys, this is my office, man. I use this stuff. It works. Every one of my, if I walked around here, you'd see that every single one of my team members uses this. Why? Because this is gold, man. Absolute gold, okay? Simple to use and also great for your team members to use as well, okay? So with that being said, let's get into this. Let me just turn my little camera off here. So guys, what we have is what's called the Profit Plan Accelerator, okay? This thing, okay, this thing is taking literally thousands of my hours, of my clients' time, of my team's time to put together. Why? Because I wanted to bring to you guys the best of the best of the best, okay? Things that have been proven, that have been used. This is called the Module 1 supporting the profit plan accelerator. Okay, the first module covers off the business plan. Okay, it allows you guys to get clarity on where you're at and what's called the contractor's ladder of success. Okay, down here is called startup. Then we've got survival. Then we've got stability. Then we've got scale. Then we've got sell. Like, why am I showing you that? I'm showing you that because, guys, if you're trying to work on stuff in that genius model, and you're trying to work on things where you think you're way up here, okay, at the, and try to deal with solutions that are above you, and you haven't even built the basic foundation, I'm going to tell you right now, not, having that genius model is genius, but having that genius model and not knowing exactly where you are with your business as far as the contractor's ladder of success, it could be deadly, okay? It really could be deadly because you could be working on the wrong level of strategies when you haven't put in the baseline strategies. And let me just give you a quick example. If you can't run those jobs profitably, if you can't have them systemized, which is the base level of startup, then why in God's name would we focus in on increasing your sales in the first quarter of 2020 when we don't even have control of the work that you've got right now? It doesn't make sense. And so many other people try to do this stuff. And the problem is that they've never been a contractor. They've never done it. They've never created the systems, never used them themselves and gotten the results. Okay. So that's the business plan. Okay. Super key. That's like the first part, right? In that genius model. Next, guys, module number 2, get control of your time, the templates, the tools so you can control your time and your team, hiring process, application forms. Okay. How to default your calendar, how to make sure you get rid of those time wasters and people that are, and not just people, but activities that are below your pay grade. I mean, if you look at all the time you put in last year, how many hours you put in, and you divide that into how much money you actually made, you might be the least paid person in your company. We got to stop that, guys. Next, once you got control of your time, guess what we got to do? No, we don't go focus and get more clients. No, we filter out the bad clients first so we got the time to give the right attention only to A-grade clients, guys. And that's module number 4, okay? Then we got to make sure we run these jobs profitably. I got to make sure we got the right systems with the right mapping, with the right tools, with the right startup checklists and sheets that you guys can run with right away, okay? So that we can make sure we're pricing the jobs profitably, okay? Now, why is that? Well, because look, the reality is you got work that's happening right now. Whether it's a little bit of work, a lot of work, you got to get control of that work, right? And we got to get control of pricing our jobs profitably. We got to have templates. We got to know what the difference is between markup and margin. We got to know what the difference is between, raising 10%, decreasing 5%. Guys, it's massive, okay? It's massive, okay? So this could be you, right? Here's Vicky and Yannick, okay? This is a 20-some-year-old business. They got to save 50 hours a week. They increased their sales by 12% and they reduced their callbacks by 90%. Like, think about the game changer in that, right? And again, it's not difficult, guys. So you might say, hey, man, Andrew, I don't have the time for this. I said, okay. Well, we're going to get you the time, okay? We're going to create that blueprint. We're going to harness your time. We're going to put and get clarity of where you are in this contractor's ladder of success. This is stuff that does not exist anywhere else, guys. Like, to identify where you're at startup, okay? Where you're at survival and the next level and the next level, okay? So that you have clarity of exactly where we got to focus in on to make sure that when we build this company, that we're harnessing the team that we've got before we look at even bringing in more people. We've got to harness the talent you've got, right? We've got to utilize simple systems to steal back your time. The checklist, guys, that have already got the info in it, you've got to check off the boxes and put in like maybe 2 words, right? You got to track your time. Why? Because if you don't track your time, you're never going to know where you're wasting your time, okay? And that's just reality. So for the people that get in on this, guys, this is huge, right? It's absolutely huge. You get these different modules, okay, in a different order, guys. This is worth at least $1,700. Again, these templates, these tools have been proven. They work. I mean, what's one client worth to you? What would an extra 2%, 5%, 10% on your bottom line be? Okay. So I asked myself, what else do you guys need? You need more Class A clients. You need in 2020 to get Class A clients and get rid of those Class D clients once and for all. Okay. We got to filter fast. You got to get the tools, simple whiteboards, guys, simple whiteboards for sales processes, done for you letters for A and B clients to know how to keep the A's and how to fire the C's and D's. A filtering fast, sales process. By the way, guys, this is just one module at a time. One module at a time, okay? I just broke this down saying week and week because I want you to understand it's at your own pace, okay? It's not at my pace, it's at your own pace. You can go at the speed that you're able to go at. It's going to be different for everybody, and that's okay. That's why it's designed this way. So, module 3 could be week 3. You're going to start dominating your market. Start landing more Class A clients. Module 4, maybe it's week 4, you're going to start filtering fast, right? Guys, this is easily worth, almost $3,000. Just this stuff alone, okay? Not just the value you're going to get. You're going to get like 10x this value. I know you'll get that, guys, because it's been tested and measured. But I'll tell you what, the amount of time and effort for you guys to go and create this stuff, imagine how much time it would take you. Imagine Debbie and Joe, super, super smart people, okay? Super crazy smart people, tried to figure this out, 18 years trying to figure it out. How much did that cost them, right? So guys, I asked myself, what else do you need? Next is you need to know you're quoting and you're running your jobs properly in 2020. I have a mission. I want you guys to increase your bottom line, okay, by at least 30 to 50%. When I say that, if somebody's doing 10% net, okay, and it's easy for us with these strategies to go from 10% to a 13%. It's easy, guys. Okay. Within the first week, some of those changes are going to happen. Why? Because you got the tools, you got the templates. You don't have to go and create it. You can use it right away. You got the checklist, right? You got the ability to look at a cheat sheet and be able to know, hey man, this is where I got to start for my contracting business in 2020, not for the guy beside me, right? So, if we look at this, Rich versus Jeff, you guys are going to be different for where you start. That's okay, but you got to know what that difference is and where you're going to start. And like I said, done for you checklist, guys. We have this systemized. So project startup checklist, here's all the things that, that cover basically 90% of all the things every trade needs. But guess what? You might have some things on here where you're like, man, that doesn't apply to me. Well, guess what? Delete it and bang, now it's customized for you, okay? And the value of these systems that bring to the value of your company is exponential, okay? It's not just about you guys, it's about your team. Remember I talked about that Trello board? This is Martin, okay? Martin Bertrand, Bertrand Plumbing and Heating. This guy, amazing guy, family guy. When we started with him, I remember in the beginning of the year, when we first started, he was basically working out of his house, okay? He grew his business. He's got an amazing shop. I'm not saying you got to have a big shop, but he was able to, grow his business. He got 50% of his time back, increased his profits by 35%. Guys, you're talking in his case, right, about an extra $150,000 to $180,000 net profit a year was the first year, and just went up and up and up. Imagine what you could do with that. Imagine what that could do to pay for your freedom, right? So guys, week number 4. We filter fast. We talked about that. Week number 5, make sure we're profitable in every job we do, right? That in itself, guys, the tools in that in here, easily worth over $2,000, okay? And guys, if you try to do this stuff yourself, it's going to take you forever, okay? This stuff has been created over the last decade, not the last year, last 2 years, like over the last 10 to 15 years, okay? And it started with my business, and then when it was used for other contractors, and they had success, and they tweaked it and modified it. I mean, you're getting literally hundreds and hundreds of years of experience put to these things. But I asked myself, what else do you need? You need to control your cash, guys. If you don't have a system for controlling your cash flow, all right, how many people here, you don't have to answer, but how many people on here have struggled with cash flow? Yeah, I did. Okay, 85% of our clients, 85% of the people that start with this program, okay, have cash flow issues. Why? Not because you want them, because you don't have a system for collecting your cash, for invoicing, a whole system from scripts, done for you scripts, guys. What's got to be said at what level, what calls need to be done, that you can delegate to literally a teenager, guys. Like, honestly, right? Get yourself to stop doing minimum wage jobs. Here's an example. Right? Jackie and Brian, guys, they were able to bring an extra $200,000 in receivables because of these systems that they thought were lost. Like, what's that worth to you, right? And think about that. Imagine just on accounts receivable, how much money did you not get paid this year? How much? What's your net profit, right? How much sales have you had to get to pay for that freaking loss? It's crazy. You're working for less than nothing. And it's got to stop. It's got to stop before you hit the road in 2020. Otherwise, you're going to get off on the wrong foot. You're going to go in the wrong direction. You know, one of the worst things to do, guys, is to be motivated and not even know it, that you're going in the wrong direction. You think you're doing the right things, but yet you're going in the wrong direction. How frustrating is that? Guys, you got to control your cash flow, okay? That is huge. This stuff gets to be used not just for the first month, not for the next month of your business or 6 months or 2020. This stuff gets to be used for the life of your business forever. You get this for forever. So I said, what else do you guys need? You need the ability to scale beyond you. What's that? Finding, hiring, guys. Done for you templates. Here's the ads that work. Here's the ads for a plumber. Here's the ads for a carpenter. Here's the ads for, sheet metal work. Here's the ads, guys. Here's the secret psychology behind that. Okay? Here's how you interview these people. So you're not dealing with hundreds and hundreds of hours of wasted time. You're filtering them fast and you're attracting the right people. This thing is worth, I'm going to tell you, this thing's worth probably $5,000, if not more. But I'm just putting it here $2,000, guys, because this took my sweat and blood to create. Okay? I had to invest probably about $50,000-$60,000 in studying to get this stuff to be working and be tested. Okay? So, total value, guys, what we've covered off so far is almost $8,000, okay? And the last thing, guys, that you need is what? You need the ability to get your what? Your questions answered. Guys, we've got an amazing group, okay? And this is a group outside of the contractor tips group that's been shared with you. So there was I believe, Liam, did you share the contractor tips group, dude? I think you did. Okay, yeah, okay, perfect. So, guys, this is next level shit, okay? This is where the best of the best get to play, okay? Okay? Not that there's not good people in Contractor Tips Group, absolutely. But these are the people that are using these things that get to share with you what's worked, what hasn't worked, okay? Making big strides over here. You can go problem employee last Friday. Then Sean's going, hey man, great job, guys. Jevin being able to get off the tools. Like, guys, it's a whole community, right, of champion CEOs, right? Whole community of being able to get control of their time, be able to systemize these tools and share with others. Like, imagine if you had hundreds of contractors that, okay, hey, coach, I took your template for calculating my break even, and I took it to the next level. Hey, everybody, you can use this. Like, how much is that worth, man? Again, decades to days, all day long, okay? Guys, for our hiring process, that's part of it. I wanted to give you guys everything, okay? Live mastermind calls to get help, okay? Access to the private group. Guys, this is like 24/7 help, okay? This is beyond me. I cannot even give you the level, or my team can, that the rest of the members do, because here's the reality. They're using this stuff. They're out in the field, and they're making it better, and they're able to, and they're willing to share the relationships and community and the friendships that have been built is crazy. So, guys, think about this, okay? If all this did, guys, would this be worth it? If all it did was increase your bottom line by 5, 10, 20%, how much would that be by the end of 2020? How much would that be by the end of the first 3 months of next year? What would that be worth? Imagine walking up to your wife going, hey, or your spouse or partner going, hey, we got this, man. We got this. This is real. We've been saying things are going to change. No, now we have the tools and the systems that change it, okay? So if all it did, guys, okay, was give you confidence to beat the competition, land more Class A clients. Imagine you getting one more Class A client every single week. How about 3? How about 5? And it creates a domino effect because the skills you learn here multiply. How about becoming the CEO? So you got 100% clarity, guys, of where your business has holes, and you've got the right order, and you've got the right recipe and the right ingredients. Would it be worth it? Well, I don't know. I know that for the other hundreds and hundreds of other contractors that have done this, yeah, for sure. So guys, I had two choices. I could have gone low value. Hey man, here you go, $1.25. Or I could have gotten serious about this with serious people. Okay. So guys, when we're looking at this, I'm limiting this to the first 20 serious business owners. Okay. Now, I believe I got on my slide like coming up, maybe less than that, but I've decided to open this up a bit. Okay. Just before this call, I was like, you know what? I'm going to open this up. So maybe not all my slides have changed this, to 20. We're going to open this up because I really do care for you guys. Okay. So I decided to go slightly higher investment in exchange for a better solution, a solution that works. Okay. So the end result, right? To stop being stressed away from the family, start having time with the family, man. Debbie and Joe, within a month and a half, Joe was finally able to be home for supper with a smile on his face. Okay. Put his head on the pillow and talk about, hey, Debbie, where are we going for vacation? Hey, where are we gonna buy our where we're gonna buy our cottage? What are we gonna do with this? Joe ended up buying this sports car of his dreams, man. It's so cool. I should have put a picture up here, but anyway, so cool. Okay, just awesome. Okay, guys, so you can see why this is a good deal for $5,000, right? I mean, seriously, general public, guys, 1997. But guys, because the time of the year, because you guys stuck around here, okay, guys. $997 today. Okay, what would it take for this to pay for that? Like one strategy. Okay, guys, you get all this stuff here. I've thrown this in for free because I know in 2020 that the strategies we're giving you is going to allow your business to grow in a controlled way. But with it growing in a controlled way, you're going to need some people. You're going to need to replace. I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to learn how to replace the people that are Class D team members and know how to keep the Class A's you've got and know how to track more Class A's. Okay, guys, I wanted you to have that. Okay, so this is where it's at. Okay, now you've got two choices. Okay, I've brought my A game. I'm giving this to you as a gift. Do nothing. Don't take me up. Okay, leap of faith with 100% risk free. Second option, you do pony this small investment up today, guys, compared to all the value that you've gotten in return. Okay. And if I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours, guys. Okay, I honestly don't deserve yours. If you follow the things you're supposed to do, okay, in the period of in doing the things that you're supposed to do, in looking at the tools, in going through the training, guys, tell you what. You sign up today. If you don't like for any reason, guys, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes from now, you just let me know and we're going to give you your money back, guys. So here's the real question. That's how much I believe in it. The real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time, guys, to check this out? I really think that it is. Liam, I think, have you posted it up there? Have you posted this up? It looks like you have. Yep. Okay, cool. Guys, come. I mean, I won't be doing this again. I was going to go and do this. But I said to myself, you know what? I owe it to you guys, okay? When we had this many people coming on here, okay, I knew that this is something that is near and dear to helping you guys change your business, change your life, okay? The total value, guys, is over, almost $10,000, right? $9,000, okay? And that doesn't even include, so many of the extra things like the private Facebook group, like so many things, guys. All right. So I'm not going to go with the first 7. Okay. I'm going to open this up to you guys and to help you guys out. Okay. To help you guys out. You might be going, man, I don't have the cash for this. Well, you got to really think about it. If what I show you right now, you go, man, I can't afford this. You shouldn't have probably been on this call. You definitely have not been paying attention to what I've been showing you. You definitely have not been and willing to accept the other people that have made the progress, okay, as reality. Help you guys with cash flow. 3 installments of $397. $397, guys. Yeah. Like I don't think I could get a good quality, right? Hammer drill, Makita big hammer drill or anything simple like that, or a compressor, good sized compressor for $397. I mean, seriously, okay? Maybe on sale, maybe, whatever, Black Friday, but guys, you get the point, right? I mean, how many tools equates to that? Honestly, God, how much money are you going to save in your efficiencies in so many aspects of your business? So guys, This is how it's going to go, guys. It's all about preventing 2020. If you guys are in, I would love for you guys to let me know. Say hell yeah, right? I'm in. You say I'm in or hell yeah, because here's what I want to know from you. I want to know the people on this call that are going to be able to have this life, okay? That live where they want to live, be able to go on a vacation, not have the goddamn phone ringing all the time because they know that things are covered. They know, that the business is running profitably and going in the right direction, whether they're there or not, okay? So they can actually spend time with the people that they love, right? Their kids, right? Their spouses, right? And including themselves, right? To be able to feel like you're a success. It is a hell of a place to be when you wake up in the morning, every morning, and you like question yourself all the time. Like, how the hell am I, how am I going to get this business to work? How am I going to stop this business from freaking robbing me of my life? I almost lost the best, person of my life because of my business. And, it wasn't because I wanted to. It's because I didn't have the tools, man. I just, another 5 hours, another 10 hours. And it just eats away at you. And you guys, you deserve so much more. 2020, man, is going to be an awesome year if you take the action, if you do the things that you need to do. If you take this, you look at this and go, I got nothing to lose here, man. Just the amount of time I'm going to save and having to create these templates is worth, 3 payments of $397. Okay, just what it's going to do in your ability to build that confidence, to know that you're going to be going in the right direction, in the right order, specific to you, not somebody like I had. And I love them to death. Okay, sitting at the coffee shop with the boys, or having a pint, right? Usually on the Friday, having a pint. And we're all giving each other advice. And no offense, man, we had no freaking clue what we were doing. 90% of the time it didn't work. Some things worked for a little bit, but then it usually always went back to the old way, right? So Dan says, man, hell yeah, I'm ready to get organized. Kurt says, this is a good deal, man. Kurt says, worth more than 1K. Signed up, love it. CJ says, I'm in. System's looking amazing. Time to put them into practice. Mike says, hell yeah. Like, guys, this is it. Jeff says, I honestly believe this would be a huge benefit to my people to run a small business. Guys, it's proven stuff. I don't know what else to tell you. If you haven't, and I see that we're already getting up there as far as people that have signed up. That is awesome. I gotta just start finishing this up to say this. Don't bullshit yourself. Okay. I bullshitted myself for a long time, man. And it didn't help me. It didn't help my family. It didn't help my clients. I thought, oh yeah, things are going to change. Things are going to get better. Yeah, I'm going to figure this stuff out. Well, good thing I'm still here. When I was on the treadmill, and I had my contracting company, and I got stress chest pains, and the doctor goes, hey man, you're healthy as a horse, but I got to tell you, you keep this up, probably in the next 2 years, you will have a heart attack. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, because you can't work 80 hours a week, dude. And he says, mentally, again, guys, I'm sharing some personal stuff. He's mentally, you're not sleeping, right? So you're thinking about work all the time. Here's my last little piece on this is, this is super personal, but I hope this resonates with you. I used to dread going to the washroom middle of the night because every time I'd wake up, like the business would just be in my head, man. I used to dread that. I remember not drinking water, and my wife used to give me shit. She'd be like, Andrew, you need to drink more water. And I'd be like, no. I never told her why until afterwards, but because I didn't want to get up. I knew as soon as I woke up, I'd start thinking, man, did I get those work orders? Shit, did I invoice that? Oh man, what am I going to do? Why is the bank account so low? Man, I can't pay my suppliers. Like, guys, that's hell. Like, people say hell, there's hell and heaven. I'll tell you what, I got a good taste of hell, okay? But I have now great, amazing taste of heaven, okay? I dread sometimes that time is going so fast because I'm having such a great time. I got an amazing team. made amazing progress. Like, guys, this stuff has been applied to my business, and we've doubled, we've tripled this business in just not just in the last freaking 10 years, man. Just this year, like, this keeps happening because we're applying this stuff because it works. Okay, our clients are experiencing the same thing, and the most rewarding thing that I get to see, okay, outside of seeing their profits go up, outside of seeing your profits go up, is the life that it gives you and the confidence. We had a Christmas party here last night, and a whole bunch of our clients in here, and these people are walking in, shoulders up high, and they're like excited. And I'm like, man, you guys look super pumped. They're like, yeah, man, like, this is like, for some of them that just started this, they're like, I'm going into the holidays freaking excited for the next year versus like dreading the holidays, because I'm going to have to take care and do a whole shitload of paperwork, and it won't even be a holiday, let alone when they do try to go away on holidays, they come back and 1 week away, they got to take 3 weeks to catch up. Okay, so guys, I'm going to start wrapping this baby up. Okay. You guys got any questions for me? We've gone maybe 10 minutes over. I think we respected the time pretty good. Anybody's got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, if you didn't get in, if you try to get in, I apologize. But look, I had to have a big chat, I had to talk to my team about this, that we had to put things in place to support certain number of people. So we're able to do that with the 20, and I'm not going to go any more than that. So I know we're getting close to it. If not, we've exceeded it or hit it. But yeah, guys, I hope you get in. And I wish you guys all the best. If you guys got any questions, let me know. I'm going to be wrapping this thing up pretty soon. I know Liam's helping out. Thanks, guys. Great info. Hope some people sign up and get help with the coaching. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Jeff. Dan says, I'm ready to get organized. Hell yeah. Chris says, this is a good deal. Oh, this is awesome, guys. So, guys, tell me right now. I'm in, excited, love it. Okay, beautiful. So, Liam, I think if anybody has any questions, maybe we should pop up just... If anybody has any questions, is there anybody that wants to maybe have a chat on this? Maybe I'll open up maybe 3 or 4 extra chats. Who's interested in a chat to talk a little bit about this? Anybody? I'll give you guys like 10 seconds. Anybody interested in a chat to talk a little bit more about this? Jess says, hey guys, I only got a couple slots. Yeah, any questions? Yep. Yes, there you go, guys. Yeah. So that's it. That's all. I wish you guys all the best in 2020. Hey, Kate. Yeah, thanks, guys. Look forward to the call tomorrow. Awesome. So, again, I guess that's it. Right? Anything else? Liam, should I be wrapping this baby up? What's your thoughts, sir, brother? Love it, really. Get off the pity pot. Frederick says, dude, get off the pity pot. I love that. I think, Frederick, I don't know, man, if you got kids, but that sounds like you do. Yeah, I used to say that all the time. Anyway, let's wait a couple more minutes. Okay, sure. It is the last. This is it. This is the last one, guys, of the year. So I wish you happy holidays. I'll just for the next couple of minutes, do this. Here's what I want you to do, okay? Because I believe in this, and I know this is going to work if you do the stuff, right? I want you right now, for those still on the call, a little special thing here. I want you to plan out right now. Just think about at least 1 to 2, at least 2 vacations that you want to take in 2020, okay? Picture in your mind, okay? So start thinking about that. Picture in your mind, the bank account's going up. You got money in the bank. Suppliers are paid off. Okay? The phone's ringing. You're able to be the prize. That means that in your area, you're the prize, not just for your clients and your prospects, but you're the prize also for your team. You got systems in place. When the phone rings, you know it's going to be handled properly. Right from the beginning, from when it comes in, to how you're seen on in the universe, online, to how the information gets filtered, only the right people get quoted and priced, We've got a system for pricing, right? Where we're not just pricing everything the same way. We've got things bucketized. I didn't cover that off tonight, but I'll just finish this up. So we've bucketized our quoting process so that we've got 3 different areas, which is all in the training. When you need to do a guesstimate, which is like bam, 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 with a system to quote super fast. Then we got an estimate, which is like a little bit more detailed, but it's still like 60%, if not 70% less time than actually doing a detailed quote. We know that the people we spend time in on quoting, okay, the conversion rate is going to be super high because we've had this, filtering process. Okay, we have the sales process. So our time is only being focused in on the people that are worthy of our time and our team's time. Okay, and your time. And you've booked these vacations. These vacations, like if you got kids, like, man, I've always wanted to go to Disney. We've got many clients. Liam, maybe you can type this in. It was Kyle. I think it was Kyle. He held off on his honeymoon for 10 years. 10 years. Yeah. 3 months into the program. And he ended up getting like 15 plus hours a week back. He ended up going on his honeymoon, money in the bank, right? Wife happy, did it the way that they wanted to do it, at the place that they did it. And, what's that worth? So think about where you want to go. Like, is it vacation, to spend that time, the quality time with your kids or with your wife, doing the things that you want to do. It's just amazing, man. Like, guys, like I've gotten into, I don't know, some people take offense to this, but anyways, I've got into hunting, okay, and go into shooting this skeet shooting and stuff like that. I got into it with my son, and I'll tell you, that's an expensive thing. Going and buying a gun, doing skeet shooting, it adds up pretty quickly. But when you don't have to worry about it, and you can just go and do those things and create those memories with your family, man, it's an awesome feeling. And when you know you're building something that's going to last, there's nothing better than that. So where would be a couple of places, guys, after all that, wrapping this up, where would be 1 to 2 places that you're going to go now that you've engaged in moving forward with this? You've gone with the freaking hell yeah. This is it. This is the right timing for you. Timing's perfect, man. Because if you're halfway through the year and you start this, you just lost half the freaking innings in the game, right? Imagine getting on the field and the game's already half over. Like, why would you go and do that? If you're questioning any of this, guys, jump into one of those calls with Liam or Josh and or the team and get your questions answered. But it's not worth it, man. It's not worth not executing on this, okay? So, Jamaica, Mike says. Nova Scotia, okay? What else? Jamie says Brazil and Antarctica. Sweet. Chris is looking forward to going through these courses. Beautiful. Where do you want to go, Chris? Everybody else on the call, where do you guys want to go? Where's the vacation spot you're going to go? Or maybe what's the cool thing that you're going to do, right? What's the cool thing? As an example, my wife, thank God, she's an amazing woman. Being able to have the money, and she's surprised me, might not be like a big thing to you guys, but I mean, not even question. Hey, Andrew, this was just honestly, guys, a month ago. She's like, hey, Andrew, how's it going? I go, good. Yep. She goes, and thank you, my team, for backing me on this. And I'm telling you guys, my team knew all about this. This was like a secret getaway thing. My wife goes on Thursday. She goes, Andrew, yeah, what are you doing tomorrow morning? I said, I don't know, babe. Going to the gym, then going into the office. She goes, yeah, no, you're not. So what are you talking about? She goes, well, yeah, you're going to be getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, why? What's going on? She's like, we're going to go on a trip. And it was a freaking awesome trip, man. We went to Boston. We did all these things, her and I. We were able to, spark that energy, and just like, not that we don't do that now, but I mean, back in the day when my contracting business was hell, we didn't have any time for that. Didn't have any money, and we were just thinking disaster was going to happen at any moment, like going out of business. So, all right, that's it, guys. I'm locking it up, shutting her down. Good, Liam? We good, bro? Hold on. Okay.
Hey, Andrew. We still got about 30 people on. If you want to you want to just make me co-host, you can hop off. And me and Josh can answer any questions for people.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So
yeah, guys, just so you know as well, I've seen a lot of people pay by PayPal, so you can pay by PayPal if you want as well. If you don't want to use credit cards, that's fine. We just got a bunch of PayPal payments in, so works just the same. Everything gets delivered the same there as well.
Cool.
I think that's super awesome. You guys can go to Kazakhstan. That's awesome.
That's cool. Liam, what have been some of the stories you can tell about some of the people that have taken this? Some of the cool stuff.
I think there's a bunch of people on here. Actually, I saw some familiar names: Solomon, Brandon, some other guys, Gershon. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just nice to know that you're not alone. You know, you're working with a lot of other people who are working on the same stuff. We're all got the same problems, guys, and you know, it's easier to do things with a team than it is to do it alone, right? That's why you guys hire people. So when you work with other people, or yeah, our buddy Jesse. So guys, there's a good guy in our program. His name's Jesse. He operates in I think 3 or 4 different states. And Andrew, so when he came to us, he was basically he's a guy's got 120 people. When he came to us, he's basically about to go bankrupt, right?
Yeah, so he's about to go bankrupt. So he actually had a partner in the business as well. Challenging situation. But at the end of the day, he realized that what was really holding him back was a significant lack of culture backed by systems. He was, again, a typical contractor thinking that, you know, and it just got out of control over the years. He thought that we'll just get more work, we'll get more guys, you know, start out at 5 guys and 10 guys and 50 guys and, you know, and so on and so forth. And, you know, imagine this, like Liam, you said this, dude, like you can have a business at $3 million at 10%. You know, you can have a business at $2 million at 15%. You can have $1 million business at 30%. The sales are all different. But guess what's the same? The profits. The other part that's different is, guys, with Jesse, he was working so hard for so little. Like, this might be something that I'm just a straight shooting guy, so is Liam and the team, but like, Liam, what do you have to say to that as far as, you know, working, you know, thinking that sales is the solution? And that's what
the guy we called earlier today, guys, that I had a calibration call with, he hopped off, Chris. And yeah, we're talking about the same thing, you know, a sale's not a sale until it's in the bank, guys. And then it's in the bank, and then once we paid all our expenses and we pay all our people, the money isn't really ours until we paid all of our bills and our expenses. So if you want to just do a lot of work and stay busy for the sake of it, that's cool. But I think most of us want to do more with less, right, Andrew?
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? Like, why wouldn't you, you know, we got people that when they come in here, they could be doing, you know, millions of dollars. Somebody's making $500,000 and they're actually making more money. As a matter of fact, a lot of times the bigger guys, and there's been some big guys on this call, being bigger does not define you being profitable. In a lot of cases, they're not actually making money. They're actually making no money. Like, they're in the hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, right? Like, Liam, I want you guys to understand this. Like Josh, you know, has experience, you know, on the contracting side. Liam has his own contracting company. Same scenario as me. I had my own contracting company. Like, these are contractors helping contractors, and we're like minuscule. Okay, yeah, they're the people. We're the ones that you guys are going to be talking to, getting this thing kicked off. But it's these other people that are experiencing, that have experienced the same thing as you, that have gone through that pain times 100 and 100 and 100. And they're able to go, yeah, man, I used that tool, and this is how it worked, and this is how, you know, this is what it did for me. Like, think about that as your cheerleading squad, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's this is it, man. Like, you don't get time back, and if you're, you know, on the fence on the 397, Liam, right?
Yeah, I mean, guys, you know, what's your time worth at the end of the day, right? What do you guys spend a month on coffee? What do you guys spend a month on lunch?
Oh my God, that's a good one.
You know,
that's a big one.
Worth a little bit of investment, worth a little bit of time, but again, it's only people take action, right, Andrew?
Yeah, so true, dude. So true. I mean, how you look at expense versus investment is really important on this call. A lot of people, if you're an accountant on this call, you'd be like, oh, that's an expense. But here's the funny thing. Imagine that you say to the accountant, that accountant brain of yours, okay, wait a second. So I'm paying these 3 installments of $397 or the $997, and I'm getting back like 2, 3, 4, 5x and on. Because remember, guys, anything that you get solved here, it repeats itself again and again and again, right? So if you come up with a strategy like Dave and Rick, and you're able to increase your bottom line by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%, every week, every month, every quarter, it builds upon itself. So, when you look at what these solutions would do for you, and you plan on being in business for a year, or you plan on being in business for the next 5 years or the next 10 years, you get the benefit from this stuff for the life of your business, right? Which is super cool. So you got to look at this stuff as an investment. And at the end of the day, here's the last little piece I'm going to say on this is, right now you might be struggling. Right now, what's in the headlights for you right now is like, man, I got to pay my bills. I got to get some cash. If you don't know how to get the cash, if you've been struggling with this for the last month, 6 months, years, guys, you're not just going to magically solve it by yourself. You're not. You need to do something different. You need to do something that's been proven. Okay? That's an investment. But what you're going to find, let me just cut to the chase, is that once the bank account starts going up, and once you start getting more and more and more control, what you'll realize is that stuff now starts to become mute, right? Like that doesn't become near as important. What you start realizing, like, look at the life that I'm able to live with my family. And that's when you start going, oh my God, you actually start getting excited, and I get a little bit anxious over it, going, man, I'm this age, my kids are this age, man, I got to get the most packed in, and that's the exciting part. So, yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. It's pretty cool. So there we go. There's my last little slide there. So again, guys, by the way, I did not put these slides together. Okay, my team put these slides together, so I want to say thank you to the team. I love this kind of stuff. It allows you to do the stuff. Having these systems allows you to do the stuff that is the most valuable for us as CEOs. And it actually makes you realize that the stuff that you used to do, that you thought you were good at, you're actually not the best person to do it, because there's much more talented people than you. And honestly, that are not going to be getting paid what a CEO is going to be getting paid, but it allows you to be doing the stuff that's, like I said earlier, that's worthy of your time. So 2020, man, is going to be freaking absolutely amazing for everybody that's part of this community, and everybody that's that signed up tonight. It's just going to be a complete game changer. So that's that. How we doing there, Neil?
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Josh can stay on for a few minutes and handle any other questions, and then we'll close it down in 5 minutes. Okay?
Okay, guys, perfect. That's awesome. See you later, guys. Have a great holiday. Catch you on the flip.